Good evening, this is Just a Human, and welcome back to our Rebels campaign. And welcome back specifically to Arretium, where we have a bit of a showdown here right at the beginning of this campaign. The Jullii having a final stand at the start of episode 2. What is this nonsense? Well, yes, last time I managed to take Arretium, and unfortunately some reinforcements have turned up to go deal with Arretium. This is where good scouting is helpful, but we don't have access to any spies yet, and we didn't really have spare random units. This is where potentially this army could have helped, but they wouldn't have got there in time. Still, with the Bruti coming in to reinforce, yeah, it seemed like I probably didn't have a huge amount of time, so I don't necessarily regret going for this, but the best chance is possibly to just take out the generals. If we can kill all 3 of them, that should be the end of the faction, and maybe, just maybe, that would be a magnificent way to start this off. Elsewhere, we did manage to get Thebes last time, and Vickers Gothi as well, which is very nice indeed, as well as Damarfa, of course, that exists. And Messana, oh yeah, it wasn't too bad, was it? But today, we're probably going to have a little bit of a fight back on our hands. So, over in Arretium, we're going to do our best job here to either brutally damage the Jullii or take them out completely. Let's head on in. Well, it's a bit of a strange setup here. They've been doing nothing and now they're doing a lot, but I'm just going to charge into these town watch because they're kind of terrible. I'm just hoping to pick them off on the edge of the battlefield here, but the Equite have failed to do anything. There we go. The generals managed to clear them off. That's a rout. I'm not sure if it was worth it, but it's something. So the Equite can just follow them back. And my main force just needs to actually be in position now because they've very quickly shuffled forward. So yes, we need to be in position for our javelins right about now, actually, lads. Right about now. Okay, you get yourselves around the back and do what I need you to do, which is basically to clear out the archers, to be honest. Hopefully you can manage that. General is just about in range here, actually. Can we just get ourselves in range of this general? I would love that. Oh, it's a tease. Right, you. Town watch. My general. Get around the back as well. We want these archers dealt with. Okay, general. Looks like he's just about being pulled into range. But he might be getting distracted, to be honest. Did you hit them? Yes, they've actually broken them. That's nice. Get into the archers, if at all possible. Right, I really need to deal with this general. He's what I want to be clearing off. You're hitting the archers. They routed when they charged into the archers. Well done. You charged the rear of archers and you ran away. This is the rebels for you. It's also Equites for you. They're just terrible in all ways and forms. Okay, Mr. General, get yourself back over here because it looks like they're kind of charging at you right now. Cavalry is running into their general. Hopefully it's a sneaky ploy to take him out, but I somehow suspect it's not. So, okay, you get into this position. I'd love the cavalry to be mopping these guys up right now. They are not doing that. So let's just get these guys back in position. We're not going to kill any of the generals at this rate, lads. We're not going to do any of that stuff. Right. You two, I would say just get on top of the general. Let's just see if we can take him out. This is our other Hastati. Yes. Okay, we're just going to have to see what we can do about that. You support these guys. And Mr. General, I'm going to see if you can help out in any way over here. That general, that's Equite. That is Equite. Yeah, don't like it. Don't like it. But I might just charge them with the general just to keep him dealt with and occupied. Okay, just keep him busy for a moment, lads. We'll pull out of that. That's just distracting him. Oh, an immediate break for these guys. That's annoying. Right, everyone on top of this general. We can kill at least one of them here today. That'll be okay. You guys are way back behind the line. You can intercept them. Turn around. Blow the horn of destiny. We need everyone on side right now, lads, please. Thank you very much. You get into that general as well. We just need everyone on top of him. Equite aren't going to rout for them when they're surrounded, are they? No, they're not. Can we get this general? Anyone want to kill the general? Really nice if you weren't routing him right now and could do something. There's our cavalry, by the way. Are you going to be useful? I imagine not, but we can try, damn it. Okay, our general's doing something. He's killed their Equite. Not too surprising. Just get on top of this guy and make sure he is dead, because we just want to pile in and make sure he's dealt with. 17, not too bad. They're sending missiles into their own lands at this point. They are sending Hastati. Ugh. Need to run through. That general's charging into our equity, which is funny. We're now getting surrounded massively. This is horrendous. We just kill this general, just the one. That'll be fine. Are these guys going to rout before they even hit him? They might, you know, they did something. That wasn't the equity charge, although I was watching the equity charge at that moment. So that's absolutely fine. You guys pull out of it. And at this point, we're just going to have to stand and fight to the death at this point, lads. I think it's all just what it is. Everyone just stand and stand. Anyone want to stand? No one wants to stand. Can we just get a lucky charge on this general then? This is all that's left. Is this one general? Oh, there comes their other general. We won't give it up. What a cocky mess. What an absolute mess. No, I think it's reasonable. We're surrounded here. We managed to kill one general, but perhaps it was ambitious. Perhaps ambitious. Captain Lolash, he is dead. So, unfortunately, that's a pretty decent little army that's routed there. But it's only, I mean, Hastati, they're not brilliant. They'll do a job. But we've given them a bloody nose. 500 odd more kills, but yeah. Fortunately, the Jullii are not quite Jullii bye-bye yet, but there's still a chance that we could take them out. Well, it could have been better, that battle, but it could have been a lot worse. At least we killed one of them. Elsewhere, we do have a slight issue whereby, yeah, the Germans are kind of turning up again. And with those guys there, I kind of fancy guarding this a little bit more, actually. So I think we're just going to head back into that town. Just use that as a distraction force. Same in Messana will just be a distraction. We can't actually repair it, but that is what it is. Now, as for the rest of this, what have we got? We've got a couple units, and we do actually have 2 more lined up. 4 units there. 3 militia hoplites can do a surprisingly good job in a city. We do have a boat as well. That's not the worst thing. You know what? I'm going to go and blockade their one and only ports. Let's keep the Jullii out of this campaign, if at all possible. These guys have arrived at Bostra, and I don't think they're looking too comfortable to win. So I'm just going to send them past. And if something, we're going to lose this. Okay, that's fine. Let's just destroy that. It's not worth it. Susa? Ooh, okay. Let's just go and do what we can. Any bloody noses we can give are probably for the best. This guy? You just head... There's a town around here, isn't there? Just about here-ish? Somewhere around here. We'll just see if we can do anything with you. Actually, bring Rev to Vickers Gothy. How long would that? Would take a long time. You know what? You're not enough for us to worry about that. There's a random force down here. Are you any good? No, you're Iberian infantry. But, what could I do with you? You could go to Nept. You know what? It's not the world away. Head over to Nept. They don't want to do it. I keep clicking and nothing's happening. All right, well, we had a little bit of good fortune last time, but I'm not sure that that's going to last forever. We have these guys. Ooh, there's a few extras over here. You get yourself moving over a little bit slowly just to make sure nothing's there, but it looks coast clear. Okay, this is pretty terrible, isn't it? I was going to say it's the start of something. It's the start of a lot of men dying needlessly is probably what it's the start of. But it's okay, probably. We have a couple units in Galicia, which is fine, but not going to do a lot by itself. So where do we actually want them to go? There's nowhere sensible for him to hide either, is there? Go down here. There's nothing here. So potentially you can go hide in these trees. And if we find a moment to use you, that's, I guess, what we'll be doing. Helios over here is interesting. I sent this guy down here and... wow, there's a full stack. How is there a full stack on, like, this turn? I guess this is where we took a few turns. I know it's already been, like, 5 turns, 6 turns. They start with a lot more territories, a fair few more territories, so they might be getting some massive armies out much earlier than usual. That's a bit worrying. Does that mean we should be moving forward? Is there anything over here? Oh, there's something on the bridge already. Well, I guess we're going to hang around here for now. Probably. Let's just see what was actually in this item. We can't tell. I'm going to say just hang back for a moment because it looks like they're moving towards Siwa. Oh, they've already got Siwa. Well, that's slightly troubling, isn't it? Well, the thing with the Rebel campaign is you never lose, but I feel like we might be onto a non-starter potentially. And predictably, the Bruti are attacking Arretium, but it's a small force. So without the Jullii, I think it could not go too well for them. We can't withdraw, by the way. This isn't Medieval 2 Rebels. It is different. I mean, that's way better than anything I ever would have achieved, but... Okay, Vickers Coffee under siege as well. We need some good spawns, damn it. Where are the good spawns? Fine, we're under siege. Not surprising. I'm not going to Sally, but we can see what they've got. Oh, we'd win that if they don't send any reinforcements, but they're also going to actually come in and attack us, which might not happen in that circumstance. Okay, end of turn report, nothing too interesting. Unit has been recruited over there, but we've not got a lot of options right now. Now, what we do have is the odd little poke around. This isn't going to get us any money. And while money is still near zero, I like the idea of us having a chance. But I would say, for the time being, you just sit here and wait for your moment. Here's another set of boats. Boats are expensive, damn it, but they are little scouts, potentially. So we'll send them down. So there's no ports here in the Thracian territories just yet. Hello? How do they have this much? This is terrifying. I mean, I didn't give very big armies to these lads, but they seem to have picked up a load. Right, you, and you. Can we get you to join up in any way, shape or form? Because I really think we'll... That's Syrup. Okay, well, we're going to try and get some of these lads into a little force. Okay? Should you just be besieging that? Maybe you should just besiege it because you can, because there's nothing else we can do. Okay, that didn't work out how I planned either. Looks like Slayer have met up with us over here. We're just going to go and kill someone else. Don't worry about us at all. Yeah, Petra, that looks squishy. Let's go and take Petra. Oh, there's another force outside. Of course there's another 3 units sitting outside. Why wouldn't there be? This guy's going to come towards us. That's probably fine. We can probably just go out and poke him, actually. So what is he? Does it cavalry some skirmishes? Yeah, let's take him out. Fairly aggressive looking tactics by them. They just seem to be charging on in. Let's just get the bows to shoot at them. We'll do a bit of damage with the general. They are axey lads though, so they will kill our chariots quite nicely if we get stuck in hand to hand. So let's charge through them. Charging through them, that's good. Right, hopefully they're not being baited a little bit. And we can hopefully not get too badly killed. Skirmishes are going to throw in javelins though, guys. So you probably want to let the archers do their work. Skirmishes are... They dealing with my bowmen. Not necessarily ideal. You know what, guys? Let's just get every one of you forward into them. And let's get the bows up onto the hill here. While our chariots just let these guys run around. That's probably for the best, actually, yes. Guys, run away. Run away, run away, run away, run away, run away, run away, run away. Damn it, you fool. Okay, we seem to have largely got on top of them. Missiles, do that. My general is just being chopped down by their guy here. Oh, there we go, he's broken. So this seems like it's victory and glory already. Missiles, please try and shoot this guy down as much as possible because we need them to go. Everyone else should just be dealing with these skirmishes because that is the victory right there. Thank you. Verily, verily, verily. Right, we seem to have failed to deal with him, but that is at least victory. Some cavalry will get away, but we can't do much about them. Well, it looks pretty darn good when you put it like that. 405 kills. And with that then, we leave a path open? No, we don't. We've just done some damage. Back to Helios with you, sir. It's a new turn, and a new turn means new opportunities. And I think what I want to do with this guy, we've got Helios over here. I think we want to try and do what we can to help that out. Now, I don't know that we can take that. There's a bit of an extra army there. I'd rather see if we can get any reinforcements over here. It's not brilliant, but it's something. And if we can be beginning to push out, towards Memphis, but after this battle, maybe we'll just have a chance. You never know. We've been getting quite a lot of spawns in that part of the world. Yes, we've got this guy down here. against Nept. Okay, you go and take them on. There is actually proper Numidian cavalry in there, so we're probably going to lose, but we shall see. Up in the north, yes, we got ourselves a general with a big pile of peasants. It's not brilliant, but it will do. Okay, so there's this lad outside the village, but I guess we can just head on in, because Gothi is currently, yeah, a bit surrounded by random troops. If that can hold out, maybe we can kind of gather forces together, but I think we're better off just sort of smashing this up. So you know what, we'll do that. That's probably for the best. Yes, let's just go and head in there. Let's clear out these guys. We've got Captain Horse over here. Oh yeah, we've got to deal with Spear Warband, haven't we? Okay, but they melted last time, so let's hope for more of the same. In we head to battle then, and the Paulers are running straight into our general. Perfect. We will blow the horn of destiny and take them down. And we're going to pull out because we're going to run straight into their no, general. That's the phalanx. Well done. I was hoping just to break them there. We didn't quite manage it, which is unfortunate. I don't know if this guy's going to be too helpful for the Spear Warband at the end, but at the very least what he can do is, yeah, be there for some moral support. So being alive would certainly help. Although, he might have just gained himself a little bit from that little poke in there. Very nice. We'll charge back into those spoilers. Hopefully this time we get a much better charge in. They're actually holding, which is a little bit unfortunate. Just run through them. Run through them. That hasn't broken them either. That's a bit of a concern now, isn't it? Okay. So, without these broken, we might actually have a bit of a trouble here. A bit of a trouble. Good. Sentence me Englishy good. They are, though, getting distracted, so that's fine. We'll continue to try this. And maybe one day we'll then be able to surround all of those peasants as well. There we go. There's the break we're looking for. And with that, I'm going to say... Ooh, do we want... No, we're going to do as much damage as we can first and foremost. So yeah, we'll take care of them. And we'll slam into the back of these girls. And then that should leave the peasants with a good opportunity to make a nice surround. Yep, start heading in now. That should lower their morale. There's already a routing friend. And let's see what you can do, Mr. General. Not a very good charge is the answer. Get out of there before you do something wrong. Peasants! 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 I think one peasant just touched them. Don't do it. Okay, get these peasants around there. Bring the general into them. And these ones can get moving. Peasants versus the Paulers, but the general's coming in, so hopefully that will do the job. But it is their general, so we might need to just do the business there. I can see general's all by himself, which isn't necessarily ideal. You just kind of keep moving. I'm going to get the general back into them. This general's taken more work than I thought it would, to be honest, which is a bit concerning for the final battle, but at least he's getting himself a good bit of experience. I think we might finally be able to break them this time as the peasants arrive. And is that it? Yeah, that's the general gone now, thank Jeebus. Okay, they're now gone. You charge into them, you charge into them, you charge into them, you stop charging because they seem to be facing you now. That's absolutely fine. This is the wrong time to be slapping Paula in the head with your dagger because right now I'm trying to give instructions. Okay, we've mostly chopped them down. You get into there, and there we are, they're broken. Perfect. They're good, but they don't like being surrounded like that, so we've taken care of all of those, whatever accent that was supposed to be. And then we're going to make sure that our infantry are in a good position to finish this off. Hopefully we don't have to do it on the plaza, but I suspect we somehow will. As we approach the plaza, unfortunately, one of our rebel peasants is deciding to flee, which is a little bit embarrassing, to be honest. Not really ideal. Hopefully they don't run over the plaza. If nothing else, we might as well wait for them to bugger off, to be honest. Oh, they're both going. Well, that leaves that side of the battlefield a little bit dodgy, doesn't it? Okay, you guys just hang out back there where you feel relaxed. That's absolutely fine. So we're just going to walk right up just a little bit, and then we're going to charge on in, and hopefully nothing's going to go too stupid here. Are you going to hit a good angle? It's hitting the side. That's okay, I guess. They don't know how to mix this up, so hopefully this will work and we won't just break. Okay, we're going to slowly churn through them. We're going to lose a lot of men doing it, but if nothing else, you know, they were shaken before they even started, which is kind of sad considering the amount of men we had. This is working pretty well. We've got very few hitting the front of their unit, and we're just going to have to whittle them down. It is a bit concerning how long this is taking. We're losing most of our men here, which shouldn't really happen considering mostly attacking the rear of them. So, yeah, a bit concerned that they're just going to rout, but you can't really withdraw without causing a rout anyway, so I guess we'll just try and whittle them down. Oh dear, this is embarrassing, lads. I mean, these units, they're expensive, by the way, as well. These are expensive and terrible. The war cry makes them almost usable, but that's about it. Down will go the last couple, and at least Denmark is ours. Well, if nothing else, then we have this under our control. There's very little point, I think, of burning it down. So we will just do that. I'm going to put a very high tax rate. We'll never be able to build or get any men out of this, so that's fine. We obviously lost a unit there, not ideal, and there were some pathetic lads who ran away. Still, we've got Rudolph here, who is alive for the time being. He is, he's a drill master. That might have explained that slightly. Been in the wars, though, it's down in speaker. Oh, we should listen to him next time, if he isn't already dead. Very nice indeed. Okay, so back over in this part of the world, Massilia, we do have a boat with some of our men on. Now, Arretium here. Ooh, random lads, heavy pell tests. They're actually quite useful. Oh, more boats! More boats, more boats, more boats. We could actually relieve that. Yes, okay, you get on the boat, sir. And, oh, can he make it? I'm not sure he can do an, oh no, he can. He can, but now he's in a, he's not actually going to be by the city. Okay, oh no, I think that's on the corner. That's absolutely fine. I think that's fine. That is on the corner of the city. Okay, so he should be there to reinforce if they want to attack. Do they have anything? No, they don't. They have nothing. We should probably just sally forth at this point or take them on. We can't actually, we don't have the movement points to do that. If we do want to sally forth, no, I think he is one hex out. I can't, the angle's a bit weird here. But yeah, basically we're not quite in position to do that. That's a bit of a shame. But there are reinforcements, and that's nice. So what we want to do is send this boat in this general direction, just to kind of get an eye of what's going on. That's fine. No need to take on Suggester. Yeah, so the army is left. So they're potentially going for that. That could be interesting, couldn't it? So we're going to hang out here. We're going to keep an eye on these guys. This army can't do anything by itself right now, but if we get the opportunity to run some reinforcements over, we can potentially do something with that. So yes, we've already sent this army over there. I don't know, is there anything else? There's this guy. Wow, there's so many reinforcements coming over here. I'm guessing we're causing some trouble when it's causing some more trouble. So keep piling on. I'm going to say we possibly want to think about a little attack here. This army's still floating. I think they've been attacked, haven't they? They're at war with Scythia, so there's a good chance that's actually under attack right now. We'll see. If they move north, we will pounce. Let's send one boat over here. Oh, we can't see very well in that part of the world. That's a shame. No, nothing doing. At the very least, we can, though, see what's going on in Byzantium. Okay, that's not bad. It gives us eyes on Nicomedia as well. Alright, fine. We can use these as scouts. Expensive scouts, but they are scouts nonetheless. This guy is in trouble. That massive full stack killed the rest of those forces that are over there. So yes, we're going to move away because we didn't have a ram anyway. And I think we're just doomed in this part of the world, to be honest. Hopefully they'll just leave us alone. Only for Pete's sake. I'm guessing it's time to end our turn. And over here, Parthia are going to attack us on the bridge. Oh yes, I don't even know if I mentioned this. Some more reinforcements over here, so we blocked off the reinforcements from them. Eastern infantry coming across with some slingers. We've got archers. Oh, this should be fun, baby. We have ourselves a typical bridge battle here then. I am going with fire simply because I was trying to get people to rout, but actually might as well turn these guys off fire just for a moment and just try and take care of their slingers before they do any damage to us. But I would say at this point, lads, back onto fire and just aim at those Eastern infantry as they cross. No need to worry about them. Slingers can be taken care of by these guys. Don't really care too much about the slingers, if I'm honest. The main thing is that we do some damage to the Eastern infantry. So hopefully Steve will survive over here. We are shooting Steve's friend in the back, so hopefully we don't kill her in general. Yeah, maybe don't shoot the general. Actually, can we shoot the guy at the back? Shoot the guy at the back. That's better. Okay, I think they're already routing. They're already routing. Perfect. Okay. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's just start shooting them. Let's just start sending as many arrows as we can. And hopefully this will be the end of it all. Things are actually trying to reinforce, but we are still shooting, we're chasing. And there we go. They are now gone. You guys also start chasing. No need to worry about any of that. Missiles can do their job. Lovely. Another bridge battle. Another victory. A beautiful trail of pink leads back to the river. And over in the distance, somewhere over there, is the city we still have under siege. So that's a nice victory over in Susa, the most rebellious kingdom that ever kingdomed. And that whole massive stack is just chasing after those guys, which is hilarious. Pontus taking us like crushing defeat. That's a shame. We should probably keep those boats together. More boats. Gallic ships are terrible. Vickers Coffee back under siege for about the third time. They keep stopping and starting that one. Right. So, over here, yes, there were a couple units that just wanted to gather together. Don't know what I'm doing with them just yet. War had been declared. War were declared. Egypt and the Seleucid Empire. Who would have thought? Okay, and conflict commander, that means someone new, presumably? Oh. Oh. This is an interesting one. Okay, it's kind of terrible because he's stuck in a stupid place and he's got Drill Master. But Greek. Greek is very nice. For a few reasons, particularly because of the culture of rebel settlements. So, I'm going to say, I don't know where their army is, but there's nothing really I can do on this island unless I can get a boat here. So, it's probably not the right time for this to have come up, but yeah, they're going to come and take us on and kill us, sadly. But it can be very, very fun indeed if you can get some proper Greek troops out. It's something I'd like to have, but sadly, there's not much more I can do with that old scenario. Fine. Okay, so Captain Nero over here. You can give this guy a boat. That'll be magnificent. I think that's probably the first thing we should do. So let's head out. Let's clear them up. They do have a ram, but we might as well go and give us as much time as possible to organise the reinforcements. It's been a little bit of a setup to get in this position, but looks like they're finally going to actually make a move. And yes, we are now in range for some javelins and they have turned away. Oh, this is perfect. Yes, they're getting absolutely mullered. I did have a huge hill up here, but sadly I am the attacker. I am the one who has to come on in to start this thing. But even so, it's a pretty darn good start. And of course, because we're heavy peltasts, we have some excellent hiding in long grass, and this is long enough for them to hide in. Oh, isn't that just magnificent? Okay, Hastati are coming in over there. I'm going to get my spearmen to start running in that case. Okay, guys, looks like we're going to have to start getting ourselves down this hill. That'll be lovely. We only get some javelins into these Hastati once again, though, which will be good news indeed. So, a few javelins coming in. The Velite, you are welcome, by the way, to start pulling out of there if you wish. And with that, then we'll get ourselves into phalanx, and you get yourself off skirmish. You can stand there and throw some things in. Phalanx is down for the Velite to charge in. Don't know why they're doing that. Okay, we'll let you two deal with them momentarily. Good. You walk into him, you walk into him, you throw javelins into him. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to say you two start chasing after him. You get into this position because I think these guys are in big trouble. Rather irritatingly, the game decided to break, which is not really ideal when you have such a good victory as that, but hey-ho, that is sometimes how the game goes. So I'm just going to break these guys nice and quickly here. I imagine they aren't going to last very long. Indeed, we have taken them out. So there's at least a pretty equal start to last time, but they do potentially appear to be fleeing, which isn't great because I kind of want them dead. So that's mildly annoying. We'll have to see if we can chase them down. But the main thing is that I don't take the damage. So I'm going to see if these guys can run over here and intercept. But I suspect they are just running away. But this time with a lot more of their men alive. Annoyingly, I don't think we're going to be able to intercept these guys, even the slightly slower Velite, or sorry, the slightly slower Hastati. We are going to get a few javelins into their rear, and maybe, just maybe, that gives a break. Come on, guys, any time, especially Roman rebels. Throw the javelins in, you fools. And in come a few, but it took so long to get them going here. Yeah, a couple of them. Get a little poke, but I don't think we managed to kill them. Well done, guys. Absolutely useless. And actually, annoyingly, could have actually got on top of these guys as well. But I was too busy looking at that to realise that actually these guys are about to make it over the line too. So a bit of a shame. Oh no, we're catching them right at the death here, that's okay. But yeah, sadly a few more of them get away this time. And apparently we've managed to kill more of our own on this particular battle just by throwing a stupid javelin at the end. So well done, Mr. Velite. You couldn't throw it when it mattered, and then you threw it this time. So yeah, we lost 7. Well done, lads. Anyway, either way we've managed to take them out, but they did flee in this direction, which is mildly irritating. So I guess we'll just have to take that. But militia hoplites are training over here, which is very nice indeed. Okay, this fleet... it's a Jullii Navy over there, which suggests we might have to be very sensible about this. I'm going to say, do we have the chance just to wangle our way around nearer to Rome? We might, you know. We might. Let's just try and drop off our men over here. See if we can get them back to Ariminum that way. And interestingly, over in Messana, the Scipii are not going to support. They're just going to sally because they clearly fancy their chances as a faction leader. But hopefully hoplites can do the job, maybe? We can dream. Here's the plan then. We have ourselves a faction leader over there who will kill us no matter what we do. However, we do have a chance if we go and actually sneak on through into the city. Now currently they're not going for this round, probably because it's not actually targeted at their settlement, it's just walking over there. Of course it's walking over there, lads. We're trying to distract you. Perfect. Okay, so these guys are currently setting up. We'll just throw in a javelin or two into them if we get the chance. That's absolutely fine. Yeah, we're just keeping them distracted so that the ram can do its job. That's basically the plan. We're going to get everyone else out of the way. Now, the general does need to follow him so he can close gates and things like that. You do need to come and distract those so that the peasants can continue, because it looks like they're actually now kind of a bit distracted by you. So yeah, you're just going to charge into them and keep them busy. That's absolutely fine. Right, charging into the back of him. Hopefully that keeps him distracted for a moment. He's not too distracted. In fact, he seems very much not distracted at all. Boost him out of there. Throw in a few javelins as you go. That'd be magnificent. I mean, listen, they're about to javelin you. Yeah, well done. Good work, everyone involved. Good work, everyone involved. Right, you get after that. Oh no, they've sent the dogs after the peasants. That wasn't the plan at all. Don't know that we can do anything to stop that. That's just going to break them, unfortunately. Okay. Unfortunately, that's what it is. Unless we get it released onto the general. Get it released into the general. Release into the general. No, the dogs are gone. Okay, the dog handlers might at least be an easier route. I don't know. My peasants aren't going to do that job, though, are they? Absolutely not. So, they're now distracted. Will they continue to push the ram? No. The dogs do distract them from that as well. Keep on ramming, lads. Keep on ramming. Yeah, they seem a bit distracted, unfortunately. I don't think they're going to manage to do it. So, at this point, what is the plan? Oh, the general's about to pile into these guys who are not in position. The hoplite lances can go down, though. So, general's about... Ooh, he was about to charge. If we did that a moment later, he might have done it. Oh, well. Anyway, lads, maybe you get yourselves over here. General wants to run away. That's fine. It's not really ideal, is it? Because we're still not going to get in the city this way. Here's my one hope. We need them to open the gate by making them rout. That's the idea. Okay, let them rout. That is absolutely fine. We're going to now run around in a circle, and hopefully then, as they open the gate, we will run in. That's the plan. That's all we can do. But the general is floating around that area right now, so it might be tricky. We will see. I need to keep these guys routing, and unfortunately the general might just convince them to stay. Looks like he's killing them at this stage. I would say that is what he's doing. Yeah, general's looking at me. He's hopefully not going to charge me. Ah, they've regrouped. This is hopeless. Well, we seem to be inside the gate, which is good news. Get inside, lads. Get inside. Okay, everyone else, you just need to run in and support us here at this point. That's good. You get the gate. You get the gate, get the gate, get the gate, get the gate. Quicker. Get inside. If you can get inside, we can run around and close the rest off. That general is racing over there, isn't he? I imagine that's exactly what he's doing at this point. The game knows. The game knows what's going on, damn it. And I think, yeah, it's a bit late for us. We're not going to manage to close off the other gates. What I can do, though, is try and grab other gates for the time being, and we'll come back and do those ones another time. That might be the way this has to work, because, yeah, the general's going to now enter the city now that we're in. But you can see here how much... Oh, we're now engaging because I wasn't paying attention to any of this. Brilliant! Okay, well, we might be able to sandwich him. So let's just do that. Let's just do that. Right, you guys, get yourself into that position. Throw in some lovely, lovely, lovely pointy, speary thingy-mabobbies. That would be magnificent. And the general can just do what he's supposed to do, which is eventually get to that cocking gate. Okay, you. Phalanx. There we go. Out of phalanx. Out of javelins. There we are. We've at least killed something. Okay, that's magnificent. There, general. General's all the way back on the plaza now. We took so long to get moving that now he's just going to run into us and actually clear us out. If we're lucky, he'll ignore us. But, yeah. Unfortunately, he's just going to clip the end of us, isn't he? Yes, absolutely he is. Obviously he is. Okay, just guys, keep running, keep running, keep running. Right, well, at least we killed a unit, but it's not really looking great right now, is it? Once again, this unit scale is causing me all sorts of problems. Quite a few horses have been here for a while now. We actually do have this gate. They still have that gate, and they're sending men in there. Now, at this point, to be honest, lads, we might as well, if they're going to be back in the city, wait for the timer, because we've done a decent job here. This is a sally for them, so they win it. Well, it's a draw. Actually, if we have some of the gateways, no, because they need to get back in the city, and if they're back in the city but we have the gate, I don't know how that works. I feel like that's not good for them. Anyway, I'm just going to go and grab this gateway anyway, and just we'll let everyone else hang around. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, we'll let those last few get away because we're going to take more damage than actually we're going to do right now. So we're just going to pull into that position. That'll be fine. And Mr. General, you just need to stroll over here and capture this gate and maybe just make sure you've got an escape because, yeah, we'll let the timer run down. I don't think they're going to kill us anymore because we've captured some walls that normally spooks the AI. It is worth bearing in mind that when the rebels lose, they do get everything wiped out no matter what, and a draw does play the Doom death music. I'm pretty certain because this is a siege that they're sallying for, that we'll be fine, but who knows? It might just decide to kill us for this, but I think we're dead if we try and do any more anyway, so as the timer hits draw, we basically only lost peasants, so I'd say that's pretty good, but ultimately, Cornelius is going to be hard to kill. Indeed, it does let it continue, but it just means that this guy is coming for me instead. Ah, dear. It was nice while it lasted. I would say we could try and take him out, but we really can't, can we? Oh, he's the world's most boring young man. Bit of a shame. And Cornelius Scipio, yeah, we wiped out some of his units, but nothing too significant, no. He's on the old side, looks older than he actually is, it should be said. But, sorry, my good sir. You're going to die. This is about the best we can do in this corner. My general doesn't really fit, but it's fine. Some of his men can stand there and do a bit of fighting as they arrive. Mr. General is going to come in, though. Oh, that's excellently good news. He's unfortunately going to run into my cavalry, who are somewhat in the way. Come on. No. You stand where you are. You throw in your javelins. That'll be absolutely fine. You need to stop shuffling. The whole point is that my general is at the far end of this. Get the general in the fuss. Oh, so stupid. Right. Unfortunately, they are throwing some javelins in. It's actually quite sensible of them. So I'm just going to say give them a poke. But get yourselves back in. Back in, sir. Back in. Is he fleeing? He's fleeing. Well done, sir. Well done. Your only job was to... Anyway... Let's just see what will happen now. Can the general get himself killed? Come on, mister. We're throwing in the javelins at him. The general... Oh, he's so close to being teased. Come on, Teasy McGee. Come in and die like a true Roman hero. It is what it is. Okay, well, we'll get ourselves a nice little screenshot here. Fighting against the mountain. Isn't that just magnificent? Lovely stuff. Oh, yeah. It's the last picture before you die. So, with that, we can just see if they want to come in. The general's so close. The general is so close. I'm just going to tell these guys to give him a poke. No, he doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to do it. Damn and blast. Well, we've got a new general turning up now, which is interesting. Is he just going to come straight in? Oh, please tell me he gets to die. Please say you get yourself killed. Oh, he's right on the end, and he's going to rout us, isn't he? Come on, he's right there. He's right there. The Scipii faction leader, damn it. We're going to have him hacked down if it's the last thing I do. It's not going to be, because we're all going to be dead. He's right here, and he's killing us with like one poke at a time. Guys, oh no, they're running. No. Oh, that's so sad. Well, we tried, but if our general was still here, maybe he could have kept us together, but there we go. We've given up, and the volcano is theirs. Sad that. But what else can you do? Some of them get to escape up the mountain of doom, but we didn't kill either of them, but we left a bit of damage on them. Unfortunately, the reinforcements are going to be attacked by the Romans. I was hoping we could sneak past, but no, we'll just let that one end the way it does. And reinforcements over here, yeah, we've actually got a boat in the sea here, which could actually be very useful. So at the very least, we can win this one, I hope. It's a simple enough affair, to be honest. They have themselves missiles, we have ourselves missiles, and I'm just going to send in the general to keep them dancing and charge into them wherever possible. So hopefully we can smash into them and clear them out without too much fuss. I'm going to get the general out of there, mind you. Get out of there, mind you. Because now we've got ourselves a little hillock where we can let the rest of them fight from. But, yeah, we have at least started as we want to, which is hopefully win this with minimal casualties. Archers are doing their work now, and I'm going to say, Mr. Skirmishers, that you're in a good position to be demolished. Oh yeah, they seem to have lost their banner somewhere, but they are routing, so that's pretty much what we wanted to see. At this point, the Eastern Infantry can just charge on forward. The peasants can do the same, and I'm hoping that they are going to be moving a little bit and not shooting us because they're distracted by my cav, which does seem to be what's pretty much happening. So, there we are. I like it when they send out forces like this. We can pick them off. Look at that. Okay, pull the general out of there. He's just given a distraction, letting these guys catch up, and there's the victory. Okay, perfect news, perfect news. Archers, don't bother shooting anymore. You can do a little bit of chasing as well. Victory for us. Interesting. Thrace are going to attack us in the forest. Why do they know we're there? Because the AI just always does. Okay, fine. We're going to lose this force as well. It's kind of terrible, but it exists. If it was at least an ambush, we might have a chance. But no, we're also doomed. No victory music. We're going to lose. Well, we do have combat bonuses in the forest, so we're going to be utilising those by standing over there. Quite a lot of us are hidden, which is nice. And then Militia Cav is running towards ours, which is quite stupid, I would suggest, by them. But there we are. We're going to run into their peltas since they are now in range of us instead. And we'll just see what we can do. We've got the Rebel General in position, so that should be pretty darn nice. They're routing. Let's get on top of the Militia Cav. General's just standing there, which is kind of funny. Militia Cav just doing some work, but unfortunately, they seem to be defeating ants quite well, which is a little bit embarrassing when there's not that many. But hey ho, look, we've killed two. No, don't get involved in a big battle. We've killed a couple. Let's just say that's a win, okay? I don't know if we're going to do much more than this, but General's bodyguard is coming for us. That is of interest. Let's lead my general back towards the main line, and we'll lead him into hoplite, something like that anyway. Okay, that's the plan over there. You can just keep on mopping them up, keep them out of the battle, save your javelins. Thank you very much. Or at least, nothing else, we took out 2 units. And at this point, the Felksmen are trying to take us on, which is amusing. We'll just put ourselves onto javelin and skirmish mode, and we should do some really nice damage to these guys because they are shirtless and shieldless, which isn't very good against javelins. So if any luck, these guys won't get themselves cornered, won't get yourselves cornered, won't get yourselves stuck in the sodding corner, and you'll continue to skirmish them. Now, what happened to this general, by the way? He's just standing over there. He's probably being shot by our arrows, I would imagine. Indeed he is. Are they in skirmish? They are in skirmish. You shouldn't be on skirmish. Okay, general's bodyguard. Oh, didn't realise he'd actually run in. That's of interest. Let me get my general back on him, actually, in that case. Okay, fine. Let's send both of them in there. That is interesting. So, they're being shot in the back. Come on, let me see the death message. I want to do something good. Oh, he's still alive. This general's now floating right next to us, which is weird. These guys are doing a little spiral, which is even weirder. Don't really know what's going on. At this point, those guys are still skirmishing, so that's of interest. What we should probably do then is just turn this little thing around slightly. Yeah, you know what? Get yourselves up there. There we go. There it is. I turned off pike for a moment and they're charging in. You get in. You get in. And to be honest, we've got all the javelins in the world back here. They should... I don't know what they should be doing. He's probably just going to rout us by himself right now. You get on top. Okay, we had just walk ride, so we might be able to do something here. But the pikes hopefully will come in and do their job. That's kind of what they're there for. Fine. You, throwing your javelins. That's why you're here. You're just going to run in because sod it. Why the hell not? My general, if you can just take out their general, I'll be quite happy. And that's generally how you win these things. Right, bowman. Get on to... No, not you. Not you. You're not the bowman. Bowman, you should be shooting. Shoot, 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 shoot. How have we not killed either of these generals? Did my guy die? How did you fail to skirmish against infantry? Absolute tits. Of course, in this army we have basically no infantry, so it's going to be interesting. We'll get you on war cry. That's an archer out on the flank, not those guys. We've sort of mixed up those positions. It's absolutely marvellous. Peltas into them. Absolutely lovely. And there's the general back there. Okay, fine. So they're going to run their falconsmen right into pikes, which is good for me. And we're going to have a load of javelins, which will be very nice. They do have their own militia hoplites just over there, so let's just try and make sure there's a lot of you throwing in to these guys. Yes, that would be very nice. We do seem to be routing them, though, which is excellently good news, so I'm quite pleased about that. Mr. Peasants are going to get caught on this guy just a little bit, and they are indeed going to start hitting us in the rear, or at least on that flank. Okay, that's the Thracian mercenaries. Let's just say, a couple of you, get yourselves over here and we'll see what we can do. You're chasing them down here. You need to get over here and help us out. Thank you very much. Looks like the general might be getting revenge for the first time you took each other on. And with any luck, oh, he instantly fell that time. Yay! Lovely stuff. I think we actually might win. Well, that's nice. At least we can win something today, potentially. General, you're getting yourself over there. Blow your horn of destiny as you come on in, to be honest, because we need you to not die. Yep, there we go. He was already at the back of the battle doing that anyway, so that's good. You guys were fake charging, by the way. You're going to stand there really close and throwing your javelins at them. That's basically the plan at this stage. So they are presumably going to run away, and all the javelins in the world hit them in the rear. Okay, they did a fake turnaround as well. Absolutely magnificent. Looks like they are basically gone at this point. Yeah. Okay, well, these guys don't want to die. There we go. They want to give up now. And at this point, I'd probably say, lads, we can turn off the javelins. We can just hunt them down best we can. But basically, the battle's over. Well, I think the battle is over. That is glorious. Antiochus! Ah, you want to be king, do you? Well, don't worry. There'll be plenty of those around. And just to irritate me greatly, the game decided to crash, so I've had to redo that whole situation. Although the Gauls have got Ariminum under siege. What are you doing, lads? Why are you doing that? Oh, that's so irritating. Are they actually going to come in? I don't know. Anyway, I'd really like to go and attack Arretium, but we haven't really got the opportunity to do this in time, do we? You guys are going to come in. You're not very much to help, but you're something. So we'll send that boat over there and see if they can help. Okay, we're going to leave it here for now. Things are difficult, as it turns out. It turns out when you give the rest of the factions an extra couple of settlements, some extra armies, some extra economic capacity, suddenly they go completely insane. And suddenly have all the armies in the world to take on, and we don't really have anything for ourselves. It's a bit of a shame. And yes, because of that crash, this time the family members got away, so that's unfortunate. We now have, I don't know what this situation is, a bit more of a random force. So you go over here, and to be honest, I'm just going to say go to the bridge. We're just going to go and stand on the river and wait for reinforcements. If nothing else, we can bleed them dry. Oh yeah, we had Halicarnassus. Halicarnassus is under siege. Oh yes, that's a random one. And we also have Nept under siege. So yeah, we have two things that we might gain one day. We might just siege this one out. It's probably for the best. Don't see any reinforcements coming yet. Okay, well, I will leave you for now. Oh, there's some reinforcements. I will leave you for now. This has been difficult, to say the least. There was a chance. Unfortunately, it has gone. If nothing else, it might have just slowed them down. But as the sad music plays out, we should, yeah, see if next time delves us any better results. The Egyptians are still looking good. But with reinforcements here, maybe, just maybe, we can find a foothold. And who knows? A random spawn is all it takes sometimes. But yeah, the AI is looking a bit too strong, if I'm honest. We'll see how far we can take this campaign. For now, we'll leave you. I'm Thomas. This is Nerds to Human. And this has been our Rebels No City Start campaign. Thank you, and goodbye. That did not go very well at all. Yes, we've broken them. We've broken the peasants. A victory at last. No, that's us fleeing, even against rebel peasants. Why is the hardest battle we've had in the whole game against this group of poxy rebels?